You get one item. 1. What do you take? Take a second. Actually decide. Because here's what the guys in the movie pick. One takes a knife, one takes a rope, and one of them takes a book. Yeah, a book. All three are wrong if you ask me. I'll get to why in a minute, but the item isn't really the problem. You're in there for 6 months, and every month they knock you out and drop you on a random level, which means at least one of those 6 months the platform is going to reach you completely empty. That's not a risk, that's just math. 30 days, no food. And when that month comes, the right move is probably the opposite of what you're thinking. You open your eyes, concrete, a big square hole in the ceiling, same one in the floor, a stranger across the room, and one number on the wall, 48. Oh, quick note, if you haven't seen the film, there are spoilers from here on, but honestly, I think watching this first makes the movie hit harder. Your call. And at the end of month 6, I'll give you a straight answer. Did we make it or not? 5 rules. Lock them in because the whole plan sits on top of them. 1. Food comes from above. Chefs prepare it on level 0. The platform descends, stops on each level for a short window. 2. You can't hoard. Keep anything in your cell and the room either turns into an oven or drops below freezing. Doesn't stop until you put it back. 3. 2 people per level, and hold on to this number because everything else in this video only means something once you have it. The building is 333 levels deep. That's 666 people. Nobody inside knows that, by the way. One guy guesses 200. Another says more. None of them have seen the bottom. So you, watching, already know more than they do. And it still won't be enough, as you'll see. 4. Every month you're gassed and moved to a random level. Nothing you earn carries over. And 333 levels plus a random draw means this. The zone where food actually reaches you is roughly the top 50. So every month your odds of drawing a good level are about 1 in 6. 5. And the movie never underlines this one, but for survival, it's the biggest. There's water in the cell, there's a sink, so dehydration isn't what kills you. Hold on to rule 5. The entire plan hangs off it, and you'll see why in a few minutes. Okay, one shot before the doors close, the knife. Everyone's first instinct. And look, it's not stupid. Down below, a knife is leverage. But here's the problem. A knife only makes you strong against one guy, the one in your room. And the guy in your room isn't what kills you. What kills you is the 50 levels above you, and you cannot stab those. Also, the roommate who knows you're carrying a blade, what's he thinking while you sleep? A knife makes you a target. A weapon isn't automatically protection. The rope. Climbing sounds great. Baharat thinks so too. But look at the height of that shaft. You get up 1 level, maybe 2, and then why would the guy above let you in? He's full. You're arriving to eat his share. The book, Goring's pick. Man thinks he's going to read for 6 months and walk out with a certificate. And honestly, by month 3, that book might actually be doing something. Keeping your head straight is a real survival problem, but it doesn't feed you, doesn't get anyone talking to you, and it doesn't give you a single piece of information. My answer's different. Something you can write with permanently. A metal pen, a nail, anything with a hard point. Here's the logic. The scarcest resource in that building isn't food, it's information. How many levels are there? How far down the platform actually made it this month? Who's still sane? And the only thing that carries a message downward is writing, because shouting just disappears into that shaft and nobody believes the voice anyway. A number scratched into concrete stays. Well, stays isn't quite the word. Someone could scrub it. But the guy who shows up next month sees it. You know what I mean? What would you take? Drop it in the comments. I actually read them. Here we go. Level 48. Platform arrives. First look, it's grim, picked over, mixed together, hands all through it. But 48 is still the lucky zone. There's food, not much, not pretty, but it's there. First minute, what do? I don't eat. I look. What's left? How much? Which foods survived the trip down? Because my job this month isn't filling my stomach. My job this month is collecting data. Then I eat. Obviously, I'm not an idiot, but with a rule, fat and protein first. Not sugar. Sugary stuff leaves you hungrier half an hour later. Same calories in meat buys you way more time. 3 things go on the wall this month. Roughly what level the platform ran dry, my roommate's name and what kind of person he is, and a day count. How many days in? That third one sounds like filler. It isn't. In that building, losing track of time is step 1 of losing your mind. The guy who stops counting days stops talking 2 weeks later. And I talked to my roommate on day 1. Not to be friendly, to find out how long has he been in here, how many levels has he seen, what's the lowest he's been. Even 1 month of his experience is more than I have. Month 1, done. Lights out. You wake up and the wall says 8. Jackpot. Level 8. The platform arrives basically untouched. Full table, still warm, you can smell it, and this is where most people blow it. Because what's the instinct? Eat everything. Stock up. Who knows what next month looks like? Load up now. Except you can't. Your body needs weeks to store fat. You can't bank it in one sitting. Gorging buys you bloating, a nap, and a bigger appetite tomorrow. The right move in a top-level month is boring. Feed yourself on a schedule. Same amount, same time every day. Not to gain weight, to build a rhythm your body won't panic out of when the empty month hits. And for the first time, I've got something up here. Reach. I can talk downward. What do I say? A number. Just a number. What level I was on last month and how far the platform made it. Nobody's going to believe me. I know that. But if one person out of 2 repeats that number next month, the information starts walking down on its own. Naive? Maybe. It's also the one thing nobody in that building has tried. Oh, quick thing. There's one item in my plan at the end of this video that I think is going to start a fight in the comments. Don't click off before that. And there it is, 132. The platform reaches you and there isn't a crumb on it, just metal, bare metal. So the question, can a person actually go a month without food? The answer surprises people. Yes, with water, yes. The first 3 days are the worst. Hunger hormones spike, you're irritable, food is the only thing in your head. But around day 4 or 5, the body shifts into ketosis and the hunger noticeably backs off. You start burning fat. Second week, strength goes, you're cold constantly, your vision grays out when you stand up. Weeks 3 and 4, muscle starts going, and that's where the real danger is. Your head. There was a starvation study run during the Second World War where men were fed half rations, and by the end they were obsessive, irritable, checked out. They started reading recipe books for fun on half rations. So on level 132, hunger isn't what kills you. What kills you is who hunger turns you into. So what's the plan? Don't move. I'm serious. Lie down as much as possible. Talk less. Stay warm. Every calorie you don't spend is one you don't need. Drink water constantly. Even a full stomach feeling helps. And keep counting days. A scratch on the wall every single day. Because in 30 days that platform comes back. And I need something to tie my head to until then. Month 3. Survived. We're weak. We're alive. Level 26, platform arrives loaded. And here's the most important 30 seconds of this video. After a month of starving, attacking a full table can kill you. There's a medical name for it. After long starvation, a sudden flood of food wrecks your blood chemistry and your heart rhythm goes with it. This is a real cause of death. Some of the people liberated from camps died exactly this way, after being rescued while being fed. So you survived 132, you sit down at that table on 26, and the thing that kills you isn't hunger anymore. It's the food. The right move, day 1, barely anything. Mostly liquid, nothing fatty or sugary. Day 2, a bit more. Back to normal after day 3. How many people in that building know this? My guess is 0, and my guess is that's exactly what some of the deaths in the movie are. Month 5, level 71, scraps, rough, not fatal. Month 6, 189, 189 out of 333. You're past the halfway point of the building, and the platform hasn't reached this deep with anything on it in months. And now we're not talking about food anymore. Now there's exactly one subject, the guy across from you. Let's be blunt. Statistically, the person most likely to kill you in that building is the one sharing your cell. Nobody else can physically reach you. He can. The plan? First, an agreement on day 1. Simple, said out loud, written on the wall. Neither of us dies on this level. Sounds stupid. But humans hold on to agreements, even in bad places, especially in bad places. Second, sleep in shifts. Never both out at once. And that gets framed as structure, not suspicion. How you say it matters more than the rule. Third, and this is the one that counts, don't watch him starve, because the second he becomes food to you, you've become food to him. And now the controversial part. I think the thing you actually have to plan for is giving up your plan. Meaning, once you're deep, your only real shot is moving with the other guy, not around him. A solo survival plan in that building is a plan that's already lost. That's not a morality lecture about selfishness. It's the opposite. It's the most selfish math available. Honest answer, I don't know. Here's the thing. The plan works exactly as long as you stay yourself. That's the whole problem. Those 30 days on 132 don't kill you physically, but they hand the next month over to a different person. And there's no guarantee that person follows the plan you're sitting here calmly writing. That's what the movie's actually saying, I think. The problem isn't that people are bad. The problem is the system is well designed enough to burn through a good one in about 2 months. One more thing I noticed on a rewatch. Nobody in there checks a clock, but everyone knows exactly how many minutes the platform stops for. Everyone knows what day the swap happens, so people aren't resisting the system. They've memorized its schedule. That's the darkest thing in the movie for me, not the cannibalism. Anyway, your turn. What's your one item and what would you do on that 132 month? Comments like button if this was worth your time and subscribe if you haven't. You know how it goes. See ya.